Today, we will be exploring the theme of metacognition in the context of education. My name is Alexa Bennett. I would first like to define metacognition as it is described in our textbook, which is cognition about cognition, or knowing about knowing. Here we are diving into the question regarding what is a metacognitive strategy, which is a lot about what the chapter focused on. And metacognitive strategies are strategies that help students become aware of cognition about cognition, or knowing about knowing. So basically, metacognitive strategies are strategies that help students achieve metacognition. And here we are exploring how this can be done. Well, this can be done in a number of ways: before, during, and after instruction. And we will explore more about this later on. Here, I'd like to explore metacognitive knowledge versus metacognitive activity. Metacognitive knowledge is described as monitoring and reflecting on one's current thoughts, while metacognitive activity is described as adapting and managing thinking strategies during problem solving. So basically, it is what you know and then how you use what you know, or how do you apply this to a real life situation. Deanna Kuhn, who was or is an expert on children's thinking, distinguishes two types of cognitive skills. First order cognitive skills are skills which enable children to know about the world. And then there are second order cognitive skills, which involve knowing about one's own knowing. Both of these skills are used in conjunction with each other to form their own metacognition, and is important to the development of a child's learning. Michael Presley and his colleagues developed the good information processing model regarding metacognition, or involving metacognition. And they believe that cognition results from a number of interacting factors, which include metacognition, motivation, strategies, and content knowledge. So the question is, how can we develop metacognition by way of strategies within our students? A few ways are thinking aloud, which helps students develop reading comprehension and problem-solving skills. It helps students to consciously monitor and reflect upon what they are learning actively. This works well when teachers read a story or problem out loud and then periodically stop to verbalize their thoughts. This allows the student to follow the example of the teacher, and then helps build the foundation for them to create their own strategies and processes. Another type of strategy is the checklist, rubric, and organizers. This is great for solving word problems. These organizational tools support students in their own decision-making processes. because they serve as an aid for planning and allows the students to organize their thoughts visually. The following is explicit teacher modeling, which is great for all different types of instructions. It allows students to see a clear example of what is expected of them, and thus they are able to repeat that example and form their own types of best practices. And then last is reading comprehension. So reading comprehension ensures that students are actively engaging with a text, whether it be a novel or newspaper article. And it is important for them to develop reading comprehension skills because